San Marcos was sent into daytime darkness Tuesday, April 8th.
Everyone's looking forward to it. It's kind of, for most people, one in a lifetime.
The beaver's coming out of its dam to join our San Marvelous community.
We'll serve what Texas State softball has been swinging this season.
And dogs can get a day off from the shelter. We'll bring you along.
Hello, and welcome to Bobcat Update. I'm Dylan Slee.
And I'm Michael Holcomb. We're glad you could join us. The term blackout date took on a slightly different meaning on Monday, April 8th.
Yeah, there was a real celestial spectacle that day, as reporter CJ Okiki and videographer Nicholas Rodriguez show us. Everything else was eclipsed in comparison.
Picture the sun, the moon, the earth. It has all the makings for a total solar eclipse. In fact, the one is happening right here today at Sewell Park. And it's what brought hundreds, if not thousands of people to San Marcos. Folks wanted to see for themselves the celestial spectacle. On Monday, April 8th, Texans eagerly gathered to witness a total solar eclipse, unseen since 2017. UT and Texas State students came together, excited and hopeful for clear skies. But when they looked up, they faced clouds instead. Luckily, their spirits remained high.
We're here to see the eclipse, and honestly, we were all just really excited for how dark it was gonna be. Obviously, it sucks that it was cloudy, but the effects of it were still just super crazy. And honestly, I don't know, it was so cute to see all the little humans just clapping and stuff when it happened. I thought that was awesome. Cool that everyone can come up here to rally and just watch the same thing together and have different experiences of it.
Despite the cloud cover here in San Marcos, in places like Mazatlan, Mexico, Kerrville, Texas, Dallas, Texas, and Russellville, Arkansas, the eclipse remained visible in its glass-tinted splendor.
Yes, for a second. But the glasses were a little bit dark, but it was still really, really cool. Yes, I was not expecting this many people at all.
I knew it was going to rain. I was like, oh, it's going to rain. We're not going to see much. But we saw, we both saw a lot of stuff.
Yeah, an incredible turnout. Honestly, the best.
We ran out of food cups within I think 20 minutes.
The planetary display garnered applause, inspiring good feelings and introspection from students.
It felt like community. It felt like a big community, event. I don't know. Bringing everyone together, that's awesome.
Yeah. Bobcats, we'll see you in 20 years when this happens again. And a big shout out to the moon for keeping it brief. We got the story and beat the rain. For Bobcat Update, I'm CJ Okiki in collaboration with Nicholas Rodriguez.
Dylan, where did you end up watching the eclipse?
I went to the rooftop of the Aspire apartment complex. How about you? Where'd you go, Michael?
Oh, I found myself outside of a Chipotle. Reporter Marissa Nunez and videographer Julian Hernandez show us how locals prepared for the eclipse.
The solar eclipse had an impact on the community before it even started. Local businesses began preparing for events, Texas State and other college campuses canceled class, and locals began to pick up their own pair of solar eclipse glasses. Physics assistant professor at Texas State, Dr. Begoy Rangloff, explains just how big of a deal this celestial event was.
Everyone's looking forward to it. It's kind of, for most people, one in a lifetime event. So we are very fortunate that it goes through Texas, though from San Marcos, it's 99.99% coverage. So even as I said before, that kind of sliver left won't allow us to see the solar corona.
As the advisor for the Texas State Astronomy Club, Rangloff and his students attended the Solar Eclipse Festival in Kerrville, but they weren't the only ones who prepared.
I'm at the side of the mall where many pedestrians picked up their own pair of solar eclipse glasses at the premium side of the Outlet Mall to be able to see the solar eclipse in action on April 8th.
There's a list of stores. I want to say it's the majority of the stores on the premium side, and it is with a purchase. If you buy anything in store, you get a free pair of glasses.
Other than handing out solar glasses, Morales, her team, and other workers at the outlets did a lot of preparations to ensure they were ready for the large amount of outside visitors who were eager to view the eclipse.
We've had a newsletter that was sent out to all of the marketing team, all of the tenants, just saying, Be prepared for traffic on that day. Be prepared to be extra accommodating with customers.
The University Star reports that the city of San Marcos prepared by promising to stop all construction work and adding additional police officers for the event that won't be back for a while.
I know going through Texas will be in the 44, 45. Through the States, I think it will be maybe in another 10 years.
Be sure you're keeping your solar eclipse glasses so that you're ready for the next one. I'm Marissa Nunez with Bobcat Update.
Leaders in 16 counties in Texas declared disaster areas, according to CBS News. The idea was so local emergency management folks, like police and emergency medical personnel, could take extra steps. That included Travis County, where Austin is, and a few other nearby counties, Hayes and Williamson counties, where Texas State campuses are, did not declare a disaster. They were mostly concerned about big crowds and advised people to stock up on staples like gas, food, diapers, medicines. There were some reports of shortages on store shelves, but nothing serious. Hey Dylan, you know a good place to stock up on food and gas?
Yeah, Buc-ee's, and I hear there's a new one coming, but I don't know too much about it.
Well, reporter Bailey Green and videographer Cameron Liao can fix that.
San Marcos and Hayes County are approving a big change to the area. It comes in the form of beaver nuggets, clean bathrooms, and full-time job opportunities. The process for a Buc-ee's to be built in the area started in October 2023. The proposed store will be located on the south side of I-35 and Yarrington Road, not too far from the Texas State campus. Texas State student Calissa Farr shares her thoughts about the recent development.
Not a huge fan, a little disappointed about it. I think it's always a little weird to have a giant gas station, especially when it's like there's a one in New Braunfels 30 minutes down the road, so it's like, why are we having two?
According to the San Marcos City Council meeting agenda, Buc-ee's is required to offer over 170 full-time jobs, starting at $18 an hour. Stan Beard, the director of real estate and development for Buc-ee's, said in a city council meeting that Buc-ee's tends to not focus on part-time employees. To get on the inside, we talked with a current Buc-ee's employee who asked to remain anonymous due to her active employment.
I have a lot of coworkers who are students. Very few of them are full-time because full-time hours are a lot. It's 50 hours a week, and if you're a student on top of that, it's just not feasible. I do think it's great that that means that many more people are going to have access to a livable wage because Buc-ee's does pay their workers in a way I think is fair. But the turnover rate's incredibly high, and it's mostly full-time, so that's not really much offers for students.
They have until June 1st to submit a building permit, and if approved, they have until March 31st to start construction. Mark your calendars, Bobcats, it'll be here before we know it. With Bobcat Update, I'm Bailey Green in collaboration with Cameron Liao.
Speaking of new options, you might have seen a new neon green sign shining on the square. Look out for a new bar and eatery called Bazaar on North LBJ Drive, above Axis. It's owned by 2 Texas State alumni and one of their siblings. It opened up in late March. The bar offers food and drinks in a unique modern interior. It's not quite finished, but the Bazaar is planning to have a grand opening on April 25th after renovations are completed. And Uproot is a new bar that just opened above Root Cellar on North LBJ Drive. The marketing is kind of a speakeasy, secret cocktail bar that not everybody knows about. It's open till midnight Thursday through Saturday and offers seasonal drinks and all of your favorites. There's a new hidden gem on North LBJ Drive, but this one isn't about food or drinks.
But if you're a music fan, it might feed your soul. Reporter Juan Ibarra and videographer Jan TuTh have a spin on Sundance Records.
Have you ever wanted to buy incense, a tiki mug, and a Funko Pop at the same time? Then Sundance Record Lagoon has you covered. Oh, and they have records too. Among the many diverse items in Sundance Record Lagoon, I met with the store manager, Kevin Katara, to talk about what is unique about modern trends and what he's seen in the last decade.
The trend was interesting because, I grew up listening to vinyl, because that was just vinyl and cassettes, because that was the two popular mediums. By the time I made it to college, CDs were just hitting. And because I didn't get my first CD player until, I was a sophomore up here, I think. And then that was a role that going into the store was nice because they had CDs for sale, they had used CDs, so you just start building up your thing. So now the trend has come back to mostly vinyl. So the CDs that we have are primarily used. We have a couple of new stuff that's out, but it's just like a handful of things. So that would be one trend. It's kind of gone back to what it used to be.
I also met with local drummer Jordan Flores to learn about why he loves coming to Sundance Records.
I'm a drummer, so I just like listening to music, hearing music, seeing what I can incorporate in my own playing. So I come here. I have a record player. I'm not like too big into like the whole like record scene, but I have a few, and I like just hearing it in a different way than just like off my phone. It could always use more recognition. It's a great place. It definitely deserves any publicity. But I would say it's pretty popular. Like everyone I know, like the record store in San Marcos is Sundance Records. So I would say it's pretty popular. But of course, I would welcome more popularity for it.
For Bobcat Update, this was Juan Ibarra.
If you're looking for body art like piercings, tattoos, and permanent jewelry, you probably shouldn't go just anywhere.
You should be on the lookout for the one and only. That's the name of the shop on South LBJ Drive. Reporter Cadence McKenna and videographer Carlene Oda take us inside.
Tattoos, piercings, permanent makeup, and jewelry. These are all the services offered here at One and Only Tattoo. The shop is located on the square here in San Marcos, making it a convenient spot for Tech State students to stop by. One and Only Tattoo opened towards the beginning of 2017, but it wasn't until October of 2023 that April Edmonds joined the team. Prior to tattooing, Edmonds wanted to pursue a career as an esthetician and says she never thought she would become a tattoo artist.
So I took a permanent makeup course, still intending to stay on the beauty side of things, and I taught myself how to do tiny tattoos, just to kind of go alongside the beauty business, but then I fell in love with tattooing too, so now I do both full time.
Edmonds specializes in fine line tattoos and permanent makeup. She specializes in ombre powder brows and fake freckles. She says she prioritizes the connection between her and the clients.
I love working with women. I feel like with tattooing and permanent makeup, I'm able to give women a feeling of confidence that they may not necessarily be able to give themselves.
Originally from a retirement town in Arizona, Edmonds says she's thankful to be located near a college campus. The shop is about a 15-minute walk from the Texas State campus and is located between Tomotaco and Alchemy Records.
So definitely through my business, I feel like with the connections that I make, I'm able to give back to just the people in the community.
Edmonds recently began offering permanent jewelry to her clients. She can do necklaces, bracelets, anklets, and rings in both gold-filled and sterling silver options. She offers various different styled chains for her clients to choose from.
I think I also try to stay very involved on social media, so I'm a part of a lot of groups on Facebook, and I follow my clients and I interact with their posts as well, so I just try to stay connected to everyone in the community, and social media definitely helps with that.
Edmonds is working toward her goal of creating an inclusive women's shop where she can offer tattoos, piercings, permanent makeup, and jewelry. For more information, you can visit her website at www.lushxbeauty.net or Instagram at lushxbeauty.april. For Bobcat Update, I'm Cadence McKenna in collaboration with Carlene Oda.
You might have heard some people being nervous about students using artificial intelligence.
But there's at least one class on campus that's all in.
So now it's giving people an advantage they didn't have before.
Speaking of having an advantage, Bobcat softball has a not-so-secret weapon tearing up opposing batters.
That circle is my home, and you can't take that away from me. No batter can.
And if you thought about adopting a dog, but just weren't sure, there's a program just for you.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
We all have heard of AI tools like ChatGPT and Copilot, and a lot of professors around campus are nervous about how students might use them.
But Dylan and I found out at the McCoy College of Business, there's a whole course on using AI. Texas State University is offering a brand new course that will teach students about artificial intelligence in the world of business. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, the university has expanded opportunities to learn more.
So now it's giving people an advantage they didn't have before.
We caught up with fellow Bobcat Joshua Galindo to share with us what he has learned from the course.
And so basically the way the class is set up is that it goes to all the departments of business, the applied AI class. So it starts with management, then it goes to finance, then it goes to marketing, and now we're on HR and how you can apply each one of that but I really like how they're trying to get us all the tool sets necessary to get into the real world and be able to use this and write real papers and real reports over the stuff that we're able to learn.
We also sat down with Parker Leal, a construction management major who sees the benefit of using AI.
Being able to use ChatGPT in construction, and it'll give you all the data points instead of having to read through 100 pages of documents and different kind of designs. But I wouldn't recommend using it to completely do your assignments, but it does give you advantage to kind of summarize what you need to do.
The course is being taught by Professor Zach Kelly at the McCoy College of Business Administration. For Bobcat Update, I'm Michael Holcomb with Dylan Salee.
There's nothing artificial about Bobcat softball this year.
Yeah, they're up over 30 wins so far. Sports reporter Justin Brown joins us with that story.
Thanks, guys. The Texas State softball team is having quite the season. The 30-8 overall currently, and one player in the pitching rotation might be the reason why. I teamed up with videographer Trey Graves to talk with Jessica Mullins. The Texas State softball team is now ranked 23 in the nation, but only one player is ranked number 1 in Sunbelt, and it's the pitcher, Jessica Mullins.
No other softball pitcher in the country has pitched more than Jessica Mullins. Her 145 innings of play and 138 strikeouts are a big reason why she stands in first place among pitchers in the Sun Belt Conference. Since her no-hitter debut against the Baylor Bears in 2021, this Bobcat has been on a scorcher, winning the 2023 Sun Belt Pitcher of the Year award and a 6-time recipient of the Sun Belt Pitcher of the Week award. We asked Mullins on how she has remained dominant throughout all the seasons she has been with the Bobcats so far.
I think ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to prove people wrong. Keep reminding myself that, hey, I'm meant to be here, and this is my home, and that circle is my home, and you can't take that away from me. No batter can.
The one held responsible in training with Jessica Mullins is assistant pitching coach Josh Trevino. We asked Coach Trevino on what it has been like coaching a pitcher like Jessica Mullins.
Jessica Mullins right now is the most competitive, fearless, and just professional pitcher that I've ever coached. You know, I just think that encompasses her. We've had lots of talent, but not too many kids who say, I'm not afraid of you, I'm going to beat you, and you're not going to beat me. And I think she's at the top of my list for that, for sure.
If you'd like to see the talent of Jessica Mullins with your own 2 eyes, be sure to visit the Bobcat Softball Park this weekend as the Bobcats will be hosting the Troy Trojans.
Around games of neighboring schools, the Texas Longhorns and the UT San Antonio Roadrunners, the Bobcats have a bunch of Sun Belt Conference games lined up through April. And that's all I have for sports.
Thanks, Justin.
There are a bunch of students working every week to produce the University Star. Reporters, editors, photographers, designers. But there's a team within the team you maybe haven't thought about. Reporter Cambry Wilson and videographer Lake Woodard introduce us to the folks to put the Star in your hands.
I know you guys have heard about the University Star, but have you heard about the distribution team?
Good morning, University Star.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
The University Star is Texas State's student-ran news organization. The newspaper goes out every Tuesday and Thursday. Roughly 4,500 newspapers are printed every Tuesday during the long semesters and then distributed at locations across campus and within San Marcos. This week we had the opportunity to join the Star's street distribution team as they handed out papers. They're set up on the quad every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. to give out papers to students and faculty that walk by. We spoke with Grace Ladinsky and Megan Kim about their experiences as part of this wonderful team.
The reason why I joined Street Team is so that we could really help our writers get the word out there and then help other students, faculty, and staff learn more about what's going on around campus and in San Marcos in general. Good morning, University Star.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
So one highlight that I have working for the distribution team is just meeting a lot of new people. Many different people come up to us and we'll make conversations, and if I wasn't on distribution then I never probably would have talked to them before, so I really appreciate that aspect of it.
I joined the street team because the hours were really flexible because it's only once a week for about 4 hours, and I'm very big on wanting to be like involved on campus, involved with students and stuff like that, and just, you know, contributing to the good vibes. I always love it when people get so excited to come up and get a paper. Like, there's always a handful of people that are just like, yay, a new one! And that, you know, that's really rewarding to me.
Be sure to stop by the quad to pick up your paper every Tuesday. Reporting for Bobcat Update, this is Cambry Wilson in Lake Woodard.
Thursday, April 11th was National Pet Day. It's a day of awareness designed to bring some love to the animals that maybe don't get enough attention, like shelter pets, orphaned animals, and pets whose owners are away too often. So, give an extra hug and treat to a furry friend, and if you're feeling really generous, Tuesday, April 30th is National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. It's a one-day push to try to really get people thinking about adopting a shelter dog or cat. Hey Dylan, do you have any plans to celebrate these pet awareness days?
Yeah, actually I'm thinking about going to the shelter and doing Dog's Day Out.
Really, what's that?
Reporter Bree Archer and videographer Bobby Segovia have everything we need to know.
Have you been wanting to adopt a dog but you're not sure if you're fit for it? The San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter has just the program for you. The Dog's Day Out program allows you to adopt a dog for a day and see if you're a good candidate. Lucas here, he loves the river. Come on. The program matches you with a dog and allows you to take your assigned dog on a field trip for up to 4 hours. The program recommends taking them on walks at Purgatory Creek and hang out with them at the river. If you are wanting to spoil your pup, they recommend taking them to get a pup cup at Starbucks. In-N-Out even offers non-seasoned burgers that are perfect for your new friend. In the shelter, dogs like Lucas tend to get a little bit stressed. The Dog's Day Out program allows them to have a little bit of a break. College students can have extremely busy schedules, which make it hard for them to own a pet. The Dog's Day Out program can be the perfect fit for someone who wants a furry friend but can't make the commitment. If you're looking for more information on this program, you can visit their website at sanmarcostx.gov/dogsdayoutprogram. I'm Brianna Archer. Let's go back to the studio for more Bobcat Update.
That's all we have for this edition of Bobcat Update. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
We appreciate it. Have a great day and we'll see you soon.